All right, let's do it, guys. It's the grand finals. It's the Viper playing in the blue as the English to the top of the map here, to the northeast of the map, and to the southwest of the map. We've got TheMista playing in the yellow, and he's playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. Welcome to the grand finals. It's been a nice tournament so far. The Genesis obviously has been a great first major tournament for Age of Empires 4, and now we've got the two best players in the world according to this tournament, the Viper versus the TheMista, going at it, and this is going to be game one here.
For the good
and honestly, we've got a very nice civ matchup here because it's the Abbasid versus the English, and it's something that we haven't seen this entire tournament, according or as far as I know. Sorry, not according to me, but as far as I know, Abbasid versus English. We haven't seen this matchup, and it's going to be on Lipany, which is a bit of a standard map. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Arabia. Just a standard open land map. Jake the Red with the Prime sub. Punk with the Prime for 4 months. Thank you, guys. And I think that TheMista will probably try to go for some Siege and Castle, right? I think Siege and Castle makes a lot of sense for TheMista. And for the Viper, I'm not sure exactly what he will want to go for, but I think something similar to what he did against the French, which is just like kind of going longbows, maybe chilling a bit, and then try to do something late feudal. But we'll have to wait and see. Can I change the color scheme? Is it possible to change it? I can do... hold on. I can't change it, I don't think. Yeah, I can't change the colors, I don't think. F13? There's no F13. Insert doesn't work. Insert doesn't work. Not when I'm casting. So anyway, I'll keep it like this, guys. I'll keep it like this. Okay. Alright, so we're seeing 3 on gold for the Viper, now going on to wood. Pretty standard build with the British. So maybe, just maybe, I think we might see potentially a 2TC boom from Viper. Potentially, but we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of options really here. So we're gonna see what they decide to go for. Pachinko, thanks for the Prime sub, really appreciate that. Yellow's impossible to see. Is it really that big a deal, guys? I mean, I can't fix it. Like, even if it is a big deal, I can't fix it, right? So unfortunately, I don't think I have much option. Mike's slacking off with the Prime sub. Thank you very much, man. Sub sound is pretty annoying. I can remove the sub sound, I think. I'll just mute the alerts, no problem. Didn't know you guys were that annoyed by me getting subs, but thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. I'll mute it for the grand finals just to be a little bit more professional. House of Wisdom coming down for the Abbasid. This obviously costs 50 wood, and it actually lets them get a few technologies, lets them age up. There's a lot of things, and they're going to see the economic wing being first. And yeah, pretty standard stuff. Nothing too crazy here. So 2 on gold. Actually, that's actually 3 on gold. One of them... Wait, where's the other one? There's 3 on gold. I see him here. I think one of them's hiding there. But yeah, he's going to go a lot to wood. Wow. A lot to wood. That tells me maybe archers? Let's see. Let's see what Viper wants to go for. I think Viper wants to go for a lot of longbows here. He's got 3 on gold. No, sorry. That's Viper selected. Yeah, there's 2 on gold for TheMista. Yeah, 2 on gold. Sorry about that. You're right. Yeah, so TheMista's saying 2 on gold, Viper's saying 3 on gold, and that's a big tell for the early game. 3 on gold tells me he does not want to do second town center. He wants to get maybe faster wheelbarrow. He wants to get the faster campfire. He wants to do a lot of these things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. With this mill, I do think we're going to see a fast wheelbarrow here. Yeah, I think fast wheelbarrow for Britons is something that's, I don't know, people tend to like a lot. I think it's quite good as well. I think if you can't go professional scouts, maybe going for fast wheelbarrow makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so we're going to see wheelbarrow instantly come down. With this mill, he'll go for a house. And he's going to be going for longbowman right away here. What's the best counter to English men-at-arms? I think English men-at-arms are countered by crossbows the best. But also just like siege in general does okay against men-at-arms. So I think crossbows and siege in general is pretty good. TheMista's playing as the Abbasid, guys. It's going to be the Abbasid versus the English here. Does TheMista go for professional scouts? He seems to love that option, but I don't think Abbasid is the right civ to go for that. And I think we might actually see a range immediately from TheMista. Like, nothing else really makes sense. An outpost on the front. That's interesting. Okay, Viper on the front. Sorry, not Viper, but outpost on the front. And that secures the berries, but it also keeps an eye on the deer. Also keeps a good eye on these 2 gold. So that's protecting a lot in theory, but at the same time, it's protecting nothing because it's not very close to the berries. So if Viper comes in from this side, he can easily range the berries without this outpost doing anything. So, an interesting situation. We'll see how that outpost performs. He's going to immediately go for fresh foodstuffs, which reduces the cost of villagers by Excuse me, by a sneeze. Excuse me. It reduces the cost of villages by 50%. So it's going to make them cost 25 food instead of 50. Thank you, guys. And, ooh, double stable in the back for Mista. Mista's going for double stable horseman. I do know about this play. Oh, that's a very interesting play. Double stable horseman. The Viper is going to be going with some longbowmen and taking the forward deer. So here's the thing here. Here's the thing. Mista is going for a very aggressive defense. Blacksmith, double stable immediately for him. And that is a pretty reasonable counter to the Britons now. Obviously, he's practiced this matchup quite a bit. Obviously, he knows what to expect from the Britons. They're a pretty predictable civ in terms of the unit composition. And so, yeah, Viper's going to go forward. Viper wants to pressure, and he's pretty high up here. So he's defending a very forward area, but he's now going to get an outpost to play it a little safe. And obviously the outpost here will be able to spot what's coming in. Like, Mista has amazing vision. Look at that outpost. He's going to see those longbows coming in a mile away. This veil should never die if Mista's playing properly. There you go. He pulls it away. And now the horsemen are coming out immediately, going out with the horsemen. Viper forced to run back. He now sees the horsemen, and now he realized Viper made a mistake by moving out. However, he had no way to really know that this was going to be the case, that Mista was going to be going for horsemen. There is one low HP. He runs it back, but Viper should Viper did not snipe the horseman. Wow. Good play from Mista. Thins out the longbow, doesn't lose a single unit. Granted, these are low HP, but still, low HP units is better than a dead unit, right? So I would say it's definitely a good opening for Mista, who's now getting 1 pierce armor. It's actually a very, very good start. But now, you know, Viper didn't take that many losses. He lost 3 longbows. He's not going to get the campfire to heal them up. He still has the 3 on gold, so nothing too crazy there. And he is getting his eco upgrades like the wood upgrade, which is interesting. And now getting a barracks. So pretty nice there. He's getting the wood upgrade before the forestry. I'm not sure if forestry is really good or not. People don't get it, but I've been told it's pretty good. I'm not sure. Pretty conflicted on that myself. Alright. Forestry is never worth getting. Forestry is bad. Really? Okay. I was told it's really good. Alright, so a few longbows in the forest, kind of chilling about. Going to poke out 1 villager. Now, Mista's adding in a range himself, so I think he expects the Viper to actually add in some spears. He's being very mobile with his horsemen, by the way. Keep that in mind here. Horsemen going around the top side. And Viper is adding spears. He has the barracks down. He will add some spears. If you guys don't know, spears do give Britons do get hardened spear for free, so it gives their army compositions a very nice addition. And I think that's a dead vill. Viper loses the vill. Yeah, Viper loses the vill. And like I said, Britons do get hardened spear, and it's a very good addition to the composition. So we'll see how that plays out. But Viper's now down a vill. Viper lost 3 longbows. Mista has been all over this game 1. We'll move around to the gold now as well. And Viper's hesitant to move forward. He decides instead to go back. He does not want to commit forward. He decides to go back instead. Pretty good decision, I think, because if you move forward and you get caught, you pretty much lose the game. But the gold is exposed. Viper runs back instantly. He does have wheelbarrow. Mista does not commit for it. Look how patient he is, just chilling. And he's going to go ahead and look for some damage on the mining camp. He's so patient here. He's not looking to rush and end this game. He is really just playing patiently and going for a little bit of harass. That's it. Alright, lumber camp now on the front. Mista goes back with the horsemen. Mista has a lot of horsemen piled up, by the way. And the thing about the horsemen, I feel like they're pretty good early game, but they kind of fall off in the mid game. Once you have a lot of horsemen, they kind of feels like they don't do anything. But maybe that's just me. Like, what do I know, right? Top 8 finisher. We'll leave it to the big guys here at the finals to show us what's what. Alright. So Viper's kind of out of position here. I'm not sure why he's venturing so far down this area. Maybe he saw something that we didn't see. But I think it's best to kind of just... if you're going to play defensive, I'd probably sit around here and maybe get an outpost around here just to help with the vision on this side. So I think maybe keeping longbows and spears on this side makes the most sense, because that's where your gold and stone is. And he is taking stone now, which means either that's a misclick, but he's got 2 vills there. I doubt it. It means that he wants to go for a second town center eventually here. How did Mista go yellow? I have no idea, actually. He's been yellow a few times this tournament, though. So I gotta quickly blow my nose while nothing's happening. It's the allergies, fellas. Sorry about that. Nothing we can do about it. Okay, well, Viper is still chilling. And, like, okay, I must talk about this, right? I must talk about this. So, Viper just got Steeled Arrow. Viper will probably, next step at the Blacksmith, get the armor upgrade for his units. I imagine that's going to be the case. He's actually keeping guard on this side, so he recognizes this side as a weakness. He's got an outpost here. He has a scout on this side, and he's got his longbows here. So he's got very good vision control of the entire map right now. And if you take a look at Viper's vision here, look at that. Very good vision control. Look at how much he sees, right? So, very good defense there. I must be mentioned that Viper won a game earlier against Recon by going for a late Feudal Age ram push with the Britons. So I want to keep track. Will he go Siege Engineers? He actually goes Pierce Armor here, not melee armor, which is interesting. Goes for the Pierce Armor. And what is Mista up to? He's going to go for an Arch range and another stable. 3 stables. Wow. 3 stables, 2 ranges. Will he go Castle or will he commit to Feudal Age now? Mista's got a few outposts here. Mista might just go Castle Age, guys. I think Mista just goes Castle here. So we'll see. Mista wants to go for a Castle Age. Viper might want to do a bit of a late Feudal ram push here, potentially. We'll have to wait and see if he goes for Siege Engineers or not. Longbowman here through the woods. He might get a couple bills. In fact, he will get a couple bills. Make that 1 for sure. Oh, close one. And it looks like Mista gets away with the rest. That outpost not doing a whole lot besides just vision. Could scare Viper away, though. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, Mista will get away with this. Mista's going to be up to Castle Age in a second here. He's just waiting for 60 gold, 5 food. 5 food's in. 40 gold now. And he's going to be up to Castle Age. And remember, Abbasid can make siege with their infantry units, archers and spearmen. And so Spring Guards will be very quick to come out. And this could be a big fight here. Like, Viper has to really be careful. There's a lot of horsemen on the field. Fair amount of archers as well. Mista has a big army. And Viper also has a big army, but I feel like it's a little split. He's got a lot at home as well. He's got 2 barracks now. And looks like he is getting upgrade to early men-at-arms. He's going to go men-at-arms here? He's going to go men-at-arms here? I don't know if that's a good choice, honestly. I don't know if that's a good choice. I don't know if that's a good choice. Mista, he's on the way to Castle Age, and Viper is not clicked up yet. And Viper has, I mean, he's going to set up palings in the back, and he's got a pretty big army. But at the same time, it's like, it's not an army that can actually end the game, or even gain any economical advantage. There's a big fight happening here. It looks like Mista's just going to back up from this one. Viper does take the win. He does win this fight quite convincingly, in fact. And Mista's got to be careful. Yeah, Mista's got to be careful. Viper can't do economical damage with this army, because this is outpost. If you can get an outpost here, you'll be completely safe. I don't think Mista has to fight this at all, in fact. I don't think Mista has to fight this at all. Just back up, wait for Castle Age, and I think you'll be fine. Viper, on the other hand, does he want to force? He's going to get a Town Center now. He's getting a Town Center. He's staying full feudal. Full feudal versus Castle Age. Oh, I can see that being problematic. Once the Spring Guards come out, how do you deal with Spring Guards if you're full feudal? Let's see. This outpost is going to be going down here very soon, I think. Viper should be able to take that up quite comfortably. Going for the mill, though, instead, which is interesting. I guess he figures the mill is a little bit more damage to the economy than the outpost is. And Viper, susceptible to a counterattack. Vista's going to be going for it, but there is 2 TCs, remember. I don't think Viper can take too much damage here. He's got his reinforcements defending. He's got 2 town centers. And it really is just horsemen attacking you. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, there's no hill bonus. There's no high ground buff besides vision. There's no damage buff to the high ground. And Mista's up to Castle Age. Like, how does Viper react to this? I want to see Mista's perspective here. What does he prioritize here? I think he's going to prioritize veteran horsemen and pierce armor. Right here. Wedge rivets. Let's go. Mista? Not quite getting it. Does he go for veteran archer as well? No veteran archer. So just veteran horsemen, but no wedge rivets, which is really weird. Like, I think he needs that upgrade. I'm not sure why he's not getting it. Okay, he's prioritizing mangonels and spring guards, but no, he got it just now. No, He didn't. Okay. He's prioritizing Magnetos and Springles. Magnetos down. It actually shoots. Ooh, fires onto the arch, onto the spears. I think this is too early. I think Mista should not be fighting right now. Mista should wait. Mista should wait. It's too early for him to fight. Good engagement from Viper. He thinned out the horseman. He can go back. He's fighting before Mista gets upgrades, which is exactly what Viper needs to do. Mista needs to be patient. Mista needs to get his upgrades and then take his fights. Magnetos are there. Springold's coming out as well now. So Mista's biding his time. He's bringing up the siege. And Viper, I want to see a good defense from him. He's getting some outposts set up. He is up. He's got 47 economy. 47 villagers. Mista is 50 economy. Wow. So Mista has more villagers despite being on one town center. What does this tell you, chat? What does this tell you? Idle TC from Viper? Maybe Viper lost a couple vills? Which he did. Alright, outpost on the front. I think this has extra HP as well. Because it looks like it's an upgraded outpost. Yeah, it's an upgraded outpost. So we'll buy a little bit of time here for sure. In fact, buying quite a bit of time, in fact. And now a ram is coming down. So ram, so 1 Mangonel, 3 Springulds, and a ram, and a camel archer now. Wow. It's a pretty versatile army here. Pretty versatile army. And Viper, like, what's your plan? He's going to be going up to Castle Age. He's getting a white tower with 15 vills, so he's going to be dropping that down quickly. And he's going to just defend himself. He's got 2 TCs. He's got a keep here. This forest is giving a very, very, very nice strategic wall. And it's a natural wall that can't be broken. So Viper can easily take wood here if he wants to. Or just kind of close off that that right side. Alright, so it looks like ram going in. There's a Mangonel, 3 Springulds. He's got Veteran Horseman. He still does not have the Pierce Armor. In my opinion, that's a big mistake. If Mista starts losing battles, it's this upgrade he's missing. Viper's going to be getting probably Veteran Longbow and Balanced Projectiles instantly. Goes for Springald and placement on the White Tower firstly, though. Alright, Siege Workshop now from the Viper at the back. So he recognizes the need for Springulds. Remember, Springulds is a very overpowered unit. It's the only thing that can counter the Springald is Springulds itself. So he really needs that. He's getting some outposts to defend now. Big, 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 big ball of Veteran Longbowmen. And I think he needs to get the... yeah, he needs to get the Balanced Projectile, but he doesn't have the resources for it. So both players are missing crucial upgrades here in this fight. Gonna go back to Mista's perspective. I want to quickly keep an eye on that blacksmith. Again, he's not getting it, so he's lacking Pierce Armor, and Viper's lacking damage on his army. By the way, a lot of Lancers are mixed in now. But I have to say, like, Lancers at 5 Pierce Armor will get shredded by Longbowmen. You need that last Pierce Armor. It's very important. Alright, this town center might go down here. 1 Springald is out for Viper. So Viper takes out 1 Springald instantly. Mista trying to react. And will get the counter hit there. Takes out the Springald himself. And that 1 ram is just putting so much pressure here. Second ram is on the way as well. Springald's poking from the back. Couple Mangonels looking to take the front lines here. Oh, Viper. Oh god, I thought the Mangonels were attacking him. Attack the outpost. It's fine. It's fine. And Viper's bleeding out here, guys. Viper is bleeding out. He needs to be able to defend this. At some point, right? You can give up 1 town center, but at some point you're gonna need to fight this army. You're gonna need to face it, because if you can't, you're gonna lose the game. He's taking too much damage at this point. I think this is the place where he has to hold. He can probably give up this woodline, but I don't think he can afford to give up the farmland. The farmland is too crucial for Britons here. Viper's going to need to find a way to take a fight. He's being very patient on defense, which is usually a characteristic I would say is a positive characteristic, to be patient on defense. Because if you rush a fight, oftentimes you just take a bad one and you die. Alright, Springulds will be coming up. And the Mista's all over the place, by the way. Mista's doing fantastic here. He's taking all the berries on the map. Back home, he's constantly pushing with his units. Springulds and Mangonels will be pushing forward as well. Two battering rams are just enough to push the buildings and apply that kind of pressure. Yeah, Mist is an Age of Mythology player for those who are not familiar with him. He's a very nice guy, and he's very strong at Age of Empires 4 as well. The Spring Gulls will be used to kill the Battering Rams. That's a good move from Viper, because if he uses his Spring Gulls to try to hit the Spring Gulls of Mista, he's going to be in harm's way himself. So using them to kill the Battering Rams might buy him that time that he really needs right now. That village is going to die. Oh, Viper killing some reinforcements now, but Mista on the front with the Spring Gulls. Oh, Viper's being very careful there. Spring Gulls of his own, defending. And obviously, Viper's at the front with a good army of his own. And the Mista is being so patient on the attack. You gotta love the patience of these players. You gotta respect it, in fact. Like, it's just such a good way to play. Slowly starve your opponent out of his resources. Push him off wood, push him off gold. Take a town center, take some houses. Any little damage is what we see at high level. They're not looking for this big battle that just ends the game. They're looking for small advantages, and they're looking to take multiple advantages. Viper now, looking for some counterplay. He doesn't want to face his army head on. He wants to cut off reinforcements and then fight it when he's ready. Poking with the Spring Gulls now. Might take a knight or two. Goes for the Mangonel though. Takes out a Mangonel. Might cost him a Spring Gull. Loses one Spring Gull. The battle is happening. Healing at the back of the Lombos. Ooh, big fights at the front. Two camel launchers applying that debuff. Mangonel will not get any shots here. Spring Gulls thinning out for the Viper. Mista still standing strong. Backing up here. Viper's on the back foot. Viper's on the back foot. He's going to go back. He's going to go back, losing a lot of the Spring Gulls. The Mangonels are down, though. That's the one positive here for the Viper. The Mangonels are down, and it looks like now, with the castle, he should be fine. And it looks like Mista's going to go back here and restart the cycle. More siege coming. More siege coming, but now the Lombos are doing a ton of damage. And keep in mind, like, Viper is missing. Yeah, finally he gets balanced projectiles. He just didn't... No! No, he cancels. He goes for Military Academy? Really? Oh god, this is such an important upgrade, man. I can't believe he's not getting it. It's insane. Okay, but listen, he knows better. He's going for Military Academy. It's a good upgrade. It's gonna like make his buildings produce faster. It's really good for his siege shop. It's really good for his infantry and his archers as well. So that's what he's going for. And the Mista, on the other hand, here, standing strong on this hill, and he's gonna be waiting. Does he get the Pierce Armor upgrade? Finally, Wedge Rivets is in, guys. Finally. So that's going to be a huge, huge bonus to his army. He needed that a long time ago, if you ask me. And he's also starting to mine some stone. So we could see extra town centers from Mista, who has just been using berries and towering everything across the map. Mista, 0 farms. Mista has 0 farms. And the Viper has some farms because he is Britons. He gets cheaper ones. They work faster near the mill. So it definitely makes a lot of sense to benefit from those ones. But he's not as expansionist as the Mista is. But Viper, heavy on stone here. Has 435 stone per minute income right now. And that's going to be pretty big for getting extra towers. So we'll see. Getting extra castles. And also making the towers stronger that he does put across the map. Okay, 1 Lancer at the back. Should be no... huge task for Viper to kill that, but it's very annoying. I mean, look how much damage that one Lancer's doing. A town center goes down, so Viper using the stone to increase his economy, and now Viper needs to get the next attack upgrade for these longbowmen here. He really needs the longbow upgrade. Yeah, there we go, balanced projectiles. So now they both have their upgrades, and it's balance has been restored, so to speak. Okay, Mista, how is this attack going to go down from Mista? He has enough for a keep. He has 800 stone. Like, how does he do this attack, right? Because he has a lot of siege, but his army is just composed of Lancers. Now, don't get me wrong, Lancers are fantastic, and Viper looks like he ran a unit to his death there. That looked stupid to us. It was not stupid. He saw what Mista had. He saw that he had the knights. He saw that he had the extra armor on those guys. He saw the siege. So that was actually not a wasted unit. That was a vision sacrifice, as we call it. I just coined that term now, by the way. Viper going for a counterattack? Look at the balls in this guy. He goes for a counterattack. He's not going to wait. He's not going to wait as a sitting duck at home. That makes no sense. Wait to your death? That's something I would do. You know what I mean? He's going to counterattack here. He's going to get 2 villagers. He's going to force Mista off berries. He's going to make Mista think, you know? Now Mista pulls back. And look at that. The counterattack from the Viper forced Mista back. Gave him a lot of breathing room. And he's now pushing it back with the Spring Gulls. Look at the score. It's neck and neck here. Viper expanding to the top here. As an outpost to get that network of castle bonus is very important. He's defending the raids with the town center now. But great job from Mista to continue making Viper think as well. There's units everywhere. And both players have to be very sharp to not take too much damage here. A spearman on the woodline as well. That guy might go unnoticed. No, he gets caught right now. All right. So Mista may be a little bit too passive. I see that comment in the chat here. Is Mista too passive, or is Mista waiting for something? Does Mista know something that we do not know? Does Mista know that his composition will win long term? Does he know that the longer he waits, the better it is for him? We don't know. We're going to see. If he's able to win the next fight, then I would say that he's not being passive. He was just waiting for the right moment. If he loses the next fight, I'll flame him and say he made this, and that mistake. Okay, so we can't comment right now. We got to see if he knows something we don't know. But to me, it looks like he's just waiting and finding the right moments, and then he's going to strike. Because remember, if he takes a bad fight, he can easily lose the game, okay? So we'll wait and see how he performs here. Viper moving to try to take a little bit more ground here. RTS is not about just taking big battles. It's a lot about the little things. Taking ground is a fantastic way to put yourself in a better position and able to give up ground when you need to defend. So taking ground when you can is a very, very, very a good idea. So now Viper, again, the battle for ground, the battle for space. He's making some outposts now. He wants to defend himself because now the attack is coming from this side. And Mista has a great chance to push through here, but at the same time, he is going to be running into two outposts and a keep, right? The White Tower is there, so it's not the best situation for Mista to push through this area. He's not going to find too much past a couple of houses. Viper with a lot of spring guards, though. He's pushing forward, and he's going to find Mr. Springald. That's going to be an easy Springald right there. But Mr. wants to fight back. Viper goes back. Oh, God. The dance of Springalds, I like to call it. It's pretty crazy. So, question from the chat. Why not Trebs for Mr.? Very good point. His units can't build Trebs. The infantry for Abbasid cannot build Trebs. So, if he wants a Trebuchet, which it's not a bad unit, he needs to build a Siege Workshop, okay? He needs to build a Siege Workshop. So, it's a little bit more investment here. 300 wood for Siege Workshop is not cheap, okay? So, keep that in mind here. He's sticking with the units that he can build without a siege shop. 150 pop for Mista. 154 for the Viper. Viper taking the lead. Economy 75 for Viper. And economy is 78 for Mista. This is such a close game. Razor thin margins here. Both players can still win this. Upgrade to Veteran is now completed for the Spearman. And we've got to keep... Look at that. Fantastic keep from Mista. Completely cutting off that left side of the map. Small raise from the Viper here, though. Stuck in with 3 spears, which is nice, but that keep is really holding it down, and he's gonna let him take these berries on the side. Mista going around the side, might find himself attacking this right hand side. Outpost for vision on top, and this hill is nice, but because there's a cliff at the edge of it here, let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, because there's a cliff at the edge of it. Look at that. That's pretty sick. Mista cannot actually push through here, but it makes a nice place that he can attack from the side, all right? So that's the situation on that side of the hill. Let's go back here, and that's where Mista's attacking from. That's where Mista's attacking from. Mangonels on top of the hill. Look how threatening these guys are. They can't do anything, but they look so threatening. And here, oh, hold the phone. Oh my god, that's the worst death possible. 5 villagers go down instantly. One shot. Mangonels from the top of the hill, bro. Oh god. Alright. That was a really big shot right there. That was amazing. And this is so epic. I mean look at this. I'm gonna use the rotation again. I can make a freaking movie from this, bro. Look at that. Look at that hill. Fantastic here. Fantastic. Great control of that one from Mista. And it's not to say that Mista's playing one-dimensional. Mista's also raiding on the left-hand side. Mista has a castle on the hill. And what's Viper doing to really get himself out of the situation? Like, he's not just sitting here idle. He's also planning to push. Is he thinking about Imperial Age? No, that's not the case. He has a lot of resources, but he's not floating resources. Does he maybe want to look to take a battle? He's getting some rams out. That's what I needed. He's getting some rams out, and he's going to try to batter down this keep in the middle. That could be a good idea, but there is more stables coming out now from the Mista. And I just want to see, Mista is at Golden Age 2, so he's not looking to get the 3rd Golden Age. It's such a tight game. Like, you know this is a grand final. When nothing is really happening, we haven't seen a big battle, but it's been so tense. I feel like there could be a battle at any moment, and this is what makes this such an interesting game. And here's the battle. 3 rams going in. Viper has 7 spring guards, a bunch of longbow, make that 44, and a healthy amount of spears in the back in case things go south. Positioning at the front, keeping the army at the back, but using, letting the rams do their thing. And how is Mista going to react? Mista's going to go back from this position, so Mista went all the way to the right. Now he has to go all the way to the left. That's a lot of, like, this is a slow army to be moving side to side. And Viper's taking a great engagement here. Viper's taking a great engagement. He's going to kill the keep. He's going to reclaim the middle of the map. And maybe, just maybe, Mista should have just taken the sacred sites and camped them. Mista going all the way to the right side didn't accomplish a whole lot. He got me some nice cinematics for the YouTube videos, but he didn't really accomplish too much besides killing 5 villagers. Good rotation from the Viper though. Sitting at, the top of the hill now. He's got his own keep. Is that Viper's keep now coming up? Viper's getting a keep on the hill. They like that hill. The keeps like to sit there. And Mista is just selecting his entire army, and he's just gonna take the fight. The Lancers run in. Viper needs to react. Spears to the front lines. The Magnetos are shooting. Ooh, big shots on the infantry. The flank from the back as well. The Camels, the Lancers. The Siege is in trouble. Big battle. Who is winning? Who is winning? It looks like Mista gets a cleanup here. It looks like Mista gets a cleanup. Siege on the front. Siege at the back, running back. This pikeman at the front. Looks like the pikeman will get cleaned up as well. The Siege is getting targeted pretty heavily, and the castle is not quite up. They keep 1,200 HP on that. The Magneto shots. Oh, is he gonna get it? This keep is not going up. Mista wins the game. Mista wins the game. The keep does not go up. It doesn't go up. Oh my god. And Mista wins the game. Just like that. One big battle. Look at the rotations that they did. Mista to one side. Viper strikes in the center. Kills the keep. Tries to place his own keep. Viper overextends. And now he gets punished. Oh, you hate to see it if you're an AV2 fan. The Dow Castle. The Dow Keep. Viper's taking that turn. That's a Viper Keep right there. We're starting a new game. We're starting fresh. Viper with the Viper Keep there. And that's at like 95%. Not completed here. And Viper's desperately trying to hold on here, guys. But I can't see him coming back from that. That was a big battle that he just couldn't afford to lose. The Knights are at the front. 1 TC goes down. Beautifully played from Mista. Straight up beautifully played from Mista. He's so patient on the attack. Viper getting a keep on the top now, trying to keep things safe. Mista, he's got a ton of resources. He can make his way to Imperial Age now. Or he can just, continue pushing in Castle. The game is in his hands now. Springal's going down for the Viper. His army is too weak now. It's too weak. It's too spread out, and yeah, it looks like he's gonna lose a few villas on that keep as well. The Magnetos are setting up at the front. Viper's gonna resign in like 5 seconds here. Let's get the game-winning countdown here. 5, 4, 3. Maybe too early. 2.5. 2. Hold it. 1. And the game is over. Viper will resign now. There we go. Called it. Can't say didn't. Called it. Very nice there. Good stuff for the Mista. What a game one. I mean, what a game one. What a game one. That was so tense. It was an absolute pleasure to cast this one, like straight up. And I mean, I don't think the stats do it justice. I mean, let's see. Military, way in favor of Mista, but that's just because he took the good fights. Economy was in favor of the Viper. Technology as well. So if the game continued, if Mista was not able to close that one out, we were going to see a pretty fascinating late game. And if you take a look at the economy here, Mista had significantly more food than the Viper. Taking those berries on the side was a really, really good move. But obviously the wood for the Viper, way more of that, way more stone. The gold almost doubled for Mista though. So in reality, the economy was very close. But in the end, Mista with the right timing. I think Viper overextended a little bit. He didn't take the right fights. And yeah, Mista with the Lancers, man.